Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Well, how can we, as citizens of central Nebraska, complain about the weather when it's so darn beautiful? It gives us one less thing to complain about, and it's something we can complain about without hurting anybody's feelings, and now we can't even do that.
It was pretty nice over the weekend.
My.
It was gorgeous.
That was beautiful, beautiful weather. Actually, every day of the weekend was fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
A little worried about the gourds out back,
Uh-oh.
but, well, it got down in the state somewhere. Well, we got down to 38 the other night. It was 32 degrees or 33 degrees somewhere else in the state.
Uh-oh.
The gourds need more time. Little babies need to grow.
Yee. I knew it was getting cooler at night, but I didn't know it got that cold.
Yeah, just under 40, and now we're in a better trend.
Yeah.
But it'd be helpful if we had a growing season that would stretch out a little bit. I don't know where they're at, and we'll find out this morning. We can ask, because we're going to have the Custer County corn growers in.
Oh, there we go.
We can ask them, what they're thinking about when we maybe need a freeze or we don't.
Yeah.
And some other things, because they're having a plot tour near Mason City tonight.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I know it's not corn,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. You think they'd be interested in including our plot on their tour?
Well, if it was closer to where they're going to be examining plots down around Mason City, I don't think they'll make an extra stop here.
I'm guessing not.
And they may not want to make a stop anyway. I'm not sure how interested corn growers are in gourds, but we could ask.
Yeah, I see. You never know.
So we'll be visiting with the guys this morning. That's going to be interesting. It always is, and they'll have a tour of the plots tonight, and then they'll have a dinner or supper, whatever you call it, and usually have guest speakers. And they're going to talk about Farm Bill and all sorts of different things. So it's always educational. I think Jeremy's going to go tour the plot tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we'll find out more from the guys on that. Also on our guest list, Ideal Realty, LLC, and Runza. And I'm sure we're going to be visiting with Runza about the upcoming day where they're going to donate 10% of their sales on the 23rd to teammates. We'll find out more about that this morning.
Sounds good.
And you'll have the grocery cart specials.
I do. I got them printed out. They're right here.
But I just want to say this Monday on the breakfast show is a crock.
Oh, my.
It's a crock.
Okay.
Because it's Charlie Crockett Day today.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Charlie Crockett from the Ryman in Nashville. Kick things off here this morning on this Crock Day. I told him I'd kind of keep an eye on things over at your place, make sure everything
well,
was. He said he appreciated that.
Yeah, that's great.
So if you have any things out of line, I'm going to have to turn you in.
Okay.
It's not that I want to get along with you, but I just told when you make a promise to your landlord, then I've got to pull through. All right, let's take a look at the school lunch menus.
Yes.
Let Brent catch his breath there.
Hey, I thought of something to complain about.
What's that?
Well, I can't. Boy, you talk about can't complain about the weather. We can't complain about Husker football. That's nice.
Yes.
Couldn't really complain about that, but we can complain because somebody won the lottery and it wasn't us.
I got to tell you, I scared my wife yesterday morning. Joan.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I said, I got some bad news. And she goes, oh, what is it now? I said, I didn't get one number on the lottery ticket.
Couldn't even
Didn't
get one to match.
Didn't match
huh?
one number. First time I played it in a long time, I couldn't match one number. But yeah, the lottery was divided up, 2 winners.
That's what I heard. Was
Yeah.
it Missouri and Texas?
I believe so.
Is that where
Yes.
where the winners came from?
Yeah. So, congratulations.
Yeah.
Also, the
Good for you.
Yeah, way to go. Volleyball team did quite well too. Nebraska volleyball,
Yeah. A couple of sweeps over the weekend.
kind of an easy one or two there. I didn't, I got to admit, I didn't watch the whole Nebraska game. It was. Is it fair to say it was a runaway?
Yeah, I'll be honest. We were at a wedding
Yeah.
when the game was going on, so I taped it. I watched the first half. I haven't watched the second half yet.
More of the same.
So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Well-
I thought I would space it out. So I'm like, you know what? If I have a bad day today, I'll watch the second half.
There
and
you
feel,
go.
and feel better.
There, now
so
you're
I
talking.
just I'm kind of spacing it out a little bit.
Well, the good thing about a game like that is lots of players
Yes.
get to play and get some experience on the field, and that pays dividends later on. You have to feel sorry for the team that comes in to Memorial Stadium and is outmatched like they were. Akron just didn't have the goods to compete. And the coach, I think, was interviewed at halftime, said, you can't come in and make mistakes when we're outmanned like this.
Yeah.
You have to get momentum early, and it just didn't happen. And there was some points left on the field in the first quarter that Nebraska could have had. They
Yes.
fumbled on the 1 yard line and decided to go on a fourth down. And so there's a couple of scores that weren't even totaled that could have been. So, yeah. But it does make you feel good to see these players who work so hard get to play in a game, and it also helps, as I'm sure you would agree, if you have to go deep into the roster during the year for injuries and so forth, you're kind of a little bit more ready. So,
Yep.
So we'll see what happens when they meet stiffer competition, but it made for a fun day for everybody who went to Memorial Stadium.
It did, yes.
No doubt
Looked
about
like
it.
it did. Now, can we start building one of the biggest boxing matches of, I don't know, of the past 2-3 decades?
At least 10 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
why is nobody talking about Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford fighting for the championship in boxing on Saturday? Would you agree?
Yeah.
It's just not getting the build. Now maybe it is, and I'm just not watching the right network or whatever. But I don't know. It just seems like there's not a lot of talk about it. This is a huge fight.
Should be a heck of a fight. Pay per view has something to do with that. You don't.
Well, it's on Netflix though.
Yeah, but true, it is on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's just.
But I see what maybe you're saying, because a network's not covering it. Then it may be, like, let's say it was going to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
They'd be all over it.
They'd be all
Not
over
that they're
it.
not going to be all over it, but I don't know, it just seems like it hasn't gotten a lot of build-up going into the week of the fight.
I could be wrong too, because there's more and more and more and more people streaming rather than watching traditional television channels. So, maybe I'm all wet there. But yeah, you just don't see that much about it in between programs on your TV.
Yeah.
Going to go over to Paul and Melissa's and watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
Paul he's a big fan. And
go Bud Crawford, Nebraska boy.
Omaha, yeah. And his career is winding down.
Yeah.
And
Canelo's is too, right?
Yeah, he's been at it a long time. But they're two very, very fit, and, they're ready to compete.
Two of the best we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yeah, I think so. In multiple weight divisions for Crawford. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, be a good fight.
Yep. All right, school lunch menus starting with Broken Bow Schools today on this Crockett Day, Monday day. Sweet and sour chicken over rice, hot ham and cheese melt, fresh baked combo subs, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, grilled station combo, cheeseburger basket. And, oh, by the way, Mr. Toby will be your competitor tonight.
Oh, yes. Yes, the NFL season week 1 comes to a conclusion tonight as Mr. Toby's Minnesota Vikings take on Brent and Jeremy and Billy's Chicago Bears.
Well, it's going to be hard to match the game from last night. I didn't watch it, but
incredible.
I heard it on the radio this morning on our Fox Sports. What a comeback.
Oh, it was crazy. I'm glad I didn't go to bed. Thought about it when it was 40-25, but I'm like, nah, there's still time left. And wow, the last 7-8 minutes of that game was just crazy.
And I also know your favorite quarterback, former Packer quarterback, Jets quarterback, had a great night for opening night for Rodgers.
Yes, yeah.
So
he had a great day.
I know you feel good about that.
That was so great to see.
Litchfield, lasagna today. Good morning, Cadence.
Callaway School today, beef and cheddar's on the menu at Callaway.
Arnold Schools, hamburger on a bun.
Cozad today, pizza Alfredo pasta, cheeseburger, pizza bar, and sub bar. Your choices at Cozad today.
Arcadia School featuring corn dogs, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
At Sargent today, burrito with lettuce and cheese, salsa, corn and fruit cup, and milk on the menu today at Sargent.
Ansley featuring chicken fry, mashed potatoes, veggie, and bread.
Gothenburg today, some of their choices, sweet and sour chicken over rice, hot ham and cheese melt, the grill station combos, a crispy chicken sandwich basket, also made fresh pepperoni pizza and a fresh baked combo sub at Gothenburg today.
And Selma Myrna Public Schools, also sweet and sour chicken over rice, hot ham and cheese melt, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
Those are all the menus I have.
That's all I have as well. Prairie Pioneer menu should be here somewhere. I didn't read that, I don't think. Let me see if it's stuck between here. There it is. Today, sausage gravy over biscuits, corn, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know if you're bringing a guest, if you're a regular customer, and if you're new, give them a call. Let them know they have a plate ready for you. You can use that same number to set up home delivery. All right, let's play the game. And it looks like you've got out a prize, maybe from Subway.
Yep, chance to win a free 6-inch sub.
And your chance to give us a chance to donate $5 to the Inclusive Playground Fund.
All right. One final question about football. In the game of football, what is known as the red zone? Any yard lines between the offense's opponent's end zone and their 20-yard line. Any yard lines between the 40 and 45-yard lines. The opponent's end zone or your own end zone. What is referred to as the red zone in football? any yard lines between the offense's opponent's end zone and their 20-yard line, any yard lines between the 40 and 45, the opponent's end zone, or your own end zone. If you know what the red zone is, call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning to you.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
And we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Dennis.
Hi, Dennis. How you doing?
Good.
All right, good. Here's your question with Brent Apperson.
Okay, Dennis, in the game of football, what is referred to as the red zone? Is it any yard lines between the offense's opponent's end zone and their 20-yard line, any yard lines between the 40 and 45, the opponent's end zone, or your own end zone? What do you think?
Inside the opponent's 20.
Hey, that would be correct, Dennis. You got it. And because you've answered correctly, going to put your name on a certificate that'll get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway here in Broken Bow. And Dave will make a nice little donation on your behalf to the Inclusive Playground Project at North Park Elementary. So come on out and see us when you can.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Have a good one.
Yeah, same to you.
10 minutes before the hour. It's Monday. It's a crock. Charlie Crockett, that is.
Love y'all. Thanks for having us tonight.
Natural boneless pork chops, $2.98 a pound. Sirloin tip steak, $7.48 a pound. And Grocery Cart's own homemade pork sausage is $3.28 a pound. 2.5 pound bag, Best Choice all natural boneless skinless chicken breast fillets are $6.98. 10 pound bag, fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in whole chicken fryer, $1.88 a pound. Wimmer's Little Smokies are on sale, get 2 for $8. The big family pack of Daly's smoked sliced bacon is $17.98. Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables, 2 for $5. Holton's Chop House Steak Burgers, the big box is $13.98. Tyson Breaded Chicken, $4.98. Some of the other specials you'll find this week at the GK, Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizzas are on sale, 2 for $11. Best Choice Fries are $2.98. Flavor Pack Vegetables, $1.48. Banquet Family Size Entrees, 2 for $7. Bagel Bites Pizza, get 2 for $5. Totino's Pizza Rolls, 3 for $5. And Kemp's Sherbet or Ice Cream, $1.98. Some of the other specials this week, Kemp's Cottage Cheese, $3.75. Crystal Farms Chunk Cheese, get 2 for $5. Chobani Greek Yogurt, 5 for $5. Pillsbury Cinnamon Rolls are $3.15. Kraft Shredded Cheese, 24-ounce packages are $6.98. Philadelphia Cream Cheese, get 2 for $7. And Kraft American Singles, the big twin packs are $6.48. I got to stop by. Grocery savings this week at the GK. Village Hearth Premium White Bread. The loaves are on sale for $3.48. Best Choice Round Top Wheat Bread, $2.28 a loaf. Frito-Lay Ruffles or Cheetos, $3.98. Nabisco Chips Ahoy Cookies or Toasted Chips, get 2 for $8. American Beauty Egg Noodles, 2 for $5. Ragu Pasta Sauce, 2 for $4. Best Choice Soups are on sale. Cans are $1.98. Duke's Mayo, the 30-ounce jar, $5.48. And Bizquick Pancake Mix, $4.28. In the produce section, California red or green seedless grapes, $1.98 a pound. Red ripe Roma tomatoes are 98 cents a pound. 2-pound bag Bolthouse baby cut carrots, 2 for $5. 3-pound bag new crop Michigan Fuji apples are $2.98. 8-ounce package J&M sliced white mushrooms, 2 for $4. 1-pound package of crisp red radishes, 2 for $4. Fresh sweet red onions are 98 cents a pound, and fresh jalapeno peppers are 98 cents a pound this week at the grocery cart. Other store-wide savings you're going to find this week: General Mills cereals get 2 for $6. Kellogg's cereals are 2 for $6 as well. Famous Dave's pickles, 24-ounce jars are $3.48. Swanson chunk white chicken, $2.48 a can. Heinz ketchup, get 2 for $6. Best Choice coffee filters, 500 count, $3.98. Some other non-food items: Best Choice rubbing alcohol, 32-ounce bottles, 2 for $5. And soft soap hand soap is on sale for $2.58. Some other food items on sale this week: Quaker instant oatmeal, $2.98. And Kraft mayonnaise, the 12 to 15-ounce jars, $2.98. In the deli section this week, sliced to order Kretschmar Virginia smoked or honey ham is $6.98 a pound, and sliced to order Kretschmar Swiss cheese, $8.98 a pound. Let's run through some of the rewards bonus items. These are some things you can cash in on with your rewards points this week. With 350 points, you can redeem it for specialty Baker Vanilla Cream Horns, $3.48 otherwise. John Morrell Brunschweiger, that's liverwurst, right?
I think so.
I think so, too, yeah. Get 2 for $7 with 350 points. With 500 points, you can redeem it for Best Choice All-Purpose Flour. For 400 points, redeem it for Crystal Farms Grated Parmesan Cheese. And for 350 points, you can redeem those for Mr. Dell's Hash Browns. Some of the things you can cash in on with your bonus points this week at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
All right, thank you very much, Brent Apperson, good neighbor. Good morning from Sargent. Jack Holt says, have a great day. Same to you, Jack, and all you folks out there listening on this Croc Day. Monday.
Now, is it actually National Croc Day, or you just made it that? I was just kind of curious because I think there is. I mean, saluting, like my grandparents said, the big crocs.
Oh,
I think there is like a National Croc Day. So I was just kind of curious if it was, or you've just kind of created it to celebrate Charlie Crockett.
I'll be totally honest with you. I'm just going to put it out, neighbor.
Yeah.
I thought we could name it Croc Day because Mondays, people don't always like Mondays.
Oh,
so there can
I
be a
gotcha.
croc.
Yeah.
And the main reason I did it is then we can play blocks of Charlie Crockett.
Cool.
Today.
I'm into that.
So that's what we'll be doing.
All right.
In the meantime, we're going to catch up on the news.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Tensions grow in cities like Chicago after the president once again threatens to send in troops.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend.
Israel says 6 people were shot and killed during an attack at a bus stop in Jerusalem. The BBC's Yolande Nell.
Hamas, who have put out a statement praising this attack, saying that it was carried out by 2 Palestinian resistance fighters, but it has not claimed responsibility for the attack.
Local officials say a police officer and a civilian shot and killed the suspects. Jury selection begins today in the trial of Ryan Ruth, the man accused of an assassination attempt on then-candidate Donald Trump at his golf course in Florida. Former federal prosecutor Lori Levinson.
The first thing that happens is they'll bring in a big pool of potential jurors, about 60 at a time, and question those individuals about what they know about the case and what their biases might be.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KSMB, Mary Lanning Healthcare is highlighting the need for organ and tissue donors with a special registration event. The MLH Donor Council and representatives from Live on Nebraska will be on hand Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on the hospital grounds near the cafeteria. Visitors will be able to register as donors either online or by mail. According to Live on Nebraska, someone is added to the national organ waiting list every 10 minutes. More than 110,000 Americans are waiting for life-saving transplant, even as 800,000 Nebraskans are already registered. Anyone 16 or older is able to register regardless of age, health, or lifestyle. For those who can't attend in person, registration is online at liveonnebraska.org/register. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
An amazing comeback in Buffalo. The Bills beat the Baltimore Ravens tonight 41-40, even though the home team was down by 15 points with 4 minutes to go. New kicker Matt Prater with the game-winning 32-yard field goal on the final play. Derrick Henry had a monster night for the Ravens, 18 carries, 169 yards to score, but one key fumble late in the game. Green Bay beat Detroit 27-13, wins for the Rams and Denver. San Francisco won at Seattle 17-13 on a touchdown pass with under 2 minutes left. Pittsburgh won at the Jets 34-32. Aaron Rodgers 4 touchdown passes. Chris Boswell a 60-yard field goal with about a minute to go. Indianapolis scored on all 7 drives today and ripped Miami 33-8. Wins for Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. Carlos Alcaraz won the U.S. Open in New York.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly sunny skies today with daytime highs approaching 80. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, lows level off around 58, partly cloudy skies. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 85. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is 5 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Looks like it's still cloudy out there. Let's find out how it feels and looks for real with Jack Simpson.
Okay.
Jack, what's it like out there?
It's a gorgeous morning, I'll tell you right now. It is cloudy, though, although I think there's a few peaks of sun coming through the clouds. Beautiful 61 degrees outside. Winds out of the southeast from 5 to 15. Barometric pressure at 30.01. Humidity 90%. No rain in the last 24 hours. Precipitation for this month at 200s. A high yesterday of 78 with an overnight low of 60. Sunset today, 7:59 with sunrise tomorrow at 7:13. Traffic flowing both ways. I'm guessing they're stopped further or closer towards Myrna right now because I think we're clear and back opened up here. So,
for the time being anyway, I think there's some more layers to put on. But, yeah, they're working further to the west of us. Nice report. I do have a question.
Yeah.
We love your positive attitude when you're out there. It's a nice, beautiful day. And
well, thank you.
I like that. But I'm just wondering, when we send you out there in a blizzard, what are you going to say?
I'll try to remain positive, but I don't know how well I'll be able to do that.
You're an honest Joe. Honest Jack. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Pretty nice morning out there again.
Yes.
Again, the weather this has been a really super summer when you think about it. We've had such nice weather along the way. And more to come. And fall's a great time of year, so I guess we're all feeling good about going into the last half of this year.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, about to the final quarter, aren't we?
We are almost there. Now that's when you got to go see your accountant at the end of September and see whether you're going to, what are we going to do? We got to ramp it up the next 3 months.
Yep.
Okay. Today is Monday, as I mentioned, and it's also the day that there is a blood drive in Cozad at the high school, starting at 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And this is also Ladies' Night.
The ladies' social is tonight put on by the Broken Bow Chamber.
Yep, Sip and Socialize Women's Night, and it's at the Stockman's venue this year. As we mentioned, the Corn Growers Plot Tour starts at 5 o'clock in Mason City at the Old Lewis Dean Willoughby Farm, 2 miles east by the NECGA sign. More details on that today during the breakfast show, and there are also details on the event on sandhillsexpress.com. Tomorrow, we want to remind you that you have a chance to go learn about preventing fraud and scams in your family. There's a seminar at the Ansley Community Building from noon until 1 p.m. tomorrow. A light lunch will be provided at 11:45. There's no charge for this, and it may be well worth your time to take that in if you're in the Ansley area. Drop by for an hour. Avoid fraud and scam in your family. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Before we close the show today, I'm sure that you guys have another full week of high school sports lined up, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it is Croc Day.
Okay.
And Monday is a croc.
Yep.
That's all we're going to say. So, here's Charlie Crockett on this Croc Day Monday.
You saw my photo.
Classics include This Little Piggy, Five Little Monkeys, and Itsy Bitsy Spider. T-Rex is a perfect book for dinosaur lovers, or pick Dig It, Dump It, Build It. It's complete with 10 construction sound buttons. Memory books for baby boys and baby girls called My First Year are at Varney Pharmacy too. Give the gift of reading with the help of Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
Health insurance and Medicare annual open enrollment is right around the corner. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Lori and I are busy going over all the changes coming this fall to better serve you, so stay tuned for updates on your current coverage options, as well as important changes that may affect you and your plan for 2026. Give us a call at 836-2201 or stop in at our offices in Broken Bow or Callaway to schedule your appointment soon.
Liana will be in the breakfast show room here with us on Wednesday to talk about that. And looking forward to seeing Liana. And she'll be in to tell us a little bit more about that. All right, sports.
Yes.
I know you think a lot about sports. You watch sports. You read about sports. You report sports. You do ball games. You do sports. So what's happening in sports this week?
Sure. We'll talk about what's going to be happening as far as what we'll be broadcasting on our radio stations this week. We'll pick things up on Thursday when we'll have volleyball on one side, football on the other. We'll be in North Platte to cover Broken Bow volleyball on Thursday, the 11th of September, as Broken Bow takes on North Platte St. Pat's. You'll be able to hear the match on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. Varsity match, I believe, set for 7 o'clock on Thursday. And also on Thursday, we have a special edition of high school football as we'll bring you Sandhill Thetford hosting Burwell in Dunning. That'll be Thursday night, kickoff at 7, and we'll broadcast it on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then on Friday, we'll have our football doubleheader. Now, the area game of the week will take us to SEM, where the Mustangs will be hosting Shelton, and that'll be an afternoon kickoff on Friday. So our pregame show will start at 2 o'clock. Kickoff will be at 3. That's on Friday afternoon. And then Friday night, we'll have live coverage of Broken Bow football as Broken Bow comes back home to take on St. Paul. Kickoff for the game, 7 o'clock. We'll have Broken Bow football Friday night on KCNI radio. Pregame show starting at 6, kickoff at 7. And then on Saturday, of course, we got more Husker football. Nebraska taking on Houston Christian. And it'll be an early kickoff this week. They'll kick it off at 11. Our coverage on the Huskers radio network will start at 9 a.m. coming up on Saturday.
Thank you, Brent. I should let you know, too, it's only fair that you know the good and bad when you get comments. And as a general manager, administrator here, I'm always happy to receive comments from the public. And I received 2 comments this past weekend from listeners about sports coverage.
Oh.
And it was very positive. I just wanted you to know that.
I was going to say, I was getting nervous.
Really nice compliments about the sports coverage provided.
Good.
That's very good. They're stopping traffic about halfway between Broken Bow and Myrna, according to Pearl, who dropped us a line here in the chat box this morning. So you can expect to run into that delay about halfway between Myrna and Broken Bow, according to on one end, and then on the other end, I think they're about 1.5 miles east of Myrna.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your stretch. So expect a delay. You might get lucky and hit it and get through okay, but it can be up to 10, 15 minutes sometimes.
Yeah, depending on when you hit it. Sometimes you can hit it just right, and they're moving as you're pulling up in line, or they're bringing the bar down right as you're coming to the area.
Yeah.
And if that happens, you might wait a while.
Yeah, you might want to get out, your magazine, or I guess nowadays
your phone.
You look at your phone.
Yeah, there you go.
But just be patient. They're doing a good job, and it's all going to be worth it when we get it all done before the snow flies. Hoping to be done in maybe late September, early November with all of the work that's being done out this way and already done through town. There's also work on Highway 2 that has been going on near Hazard. Expect that. I noticed also south of Ansley, there's some work being done there. So you're going to run into it in lots of different places, and that's your tax dollars at work.
Yep.
And it's good to see things get smoothed out in the area. Good roads make for happy travelers.
They do, yes.
Yeah. All right, there's a couple things there. Do you want to do a couple live reads, and we'll have those taken care of? Or I can do one. You can do one. How's that? I want to share with you, man.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Hey, let's tell you about a job opportunity. This is through the Nebraska Department of Transportation. They have an exceptional opportunity for an entry-level highway construction technician to join their team in Broken Bow. Experience is preferred, but it's not necessary. NDOT will train the right person to conduct on-site construction inspection and survey for transportation projects. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development. They have advancement opportunities, provide ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. Now, to apply, you need to go online. So go to this website, statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
All right, if you've been thinking about having your hearing checked and evaluated, write this number down, 308-384-3852. 308-384-3852 is the number to call, and you'll get Roxanne at the other end of your phone call. And if she's not in her clinic, in her office, she will get back to you very quickly. She's very good about that. But the only way to get started is make that phone call or drop by. And she's located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. The business name is on the glass window in front. And I know we tend to put off things like, going to the dentist, going to the doctor, having our hearing checked. But certainly if we have a baseline and we get the test conducted and we have a baseline to work off of, then we'll know as we go along through the years if we are actually hearing like we did 2 years ago or 5 years ago. And hearing can change pretty dramatically in a short period of time. So be sure and write this number down, 308-384-3852 is the number to call. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist, and she's right here in Broken Bow. So don't struggle with your hearing or worry about missing out on conversations. Call 308-384-3852. We'll be right back with more here on The Breakfast Show.
Dave and Brent.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. On KCNI KBBN Radio. SandhillsExpress.com is your go-to hub for all things local. From breaking news to community events, Sandhills Express has it all, keeping you in the loop 24/7. Whether it's news, weather, or the latest happenings, SandhillsExpress.com is your digital destination for everything that matters. Visit SandhillsExpress.com and get the pulse of central Nebraska at your fingertips.
Mark your calendar. Tuesday the 23rd, Runza donates 10% of sales to Teammates Mentoring. What started as 22 Nebraska football players mentoring middle schoolers has grown into a program serving more than 10,000 students in 188 chapters. Teammates connects caring adults with students for weekly meetings to boost grades, attendance, and hope for the future. Eat at Runza September 23rd and support the Teammates mission.
All right, back live here on the show. I hope you heard the news this morning. Our new news director, Doug Raffel, did a great job of presenting the information about nitrates in the water and what we can do about that and other local news. He's doing a great job. He's jumping right in here. I noticed he brought a little stand to lift his screen up a little bit higher today, probably getting a stiff neck working under the conditions that he had before. And I think I can safely say that Doug has spent some time in front of a computer screen over the years, and he knows how to maybe get along the best, but really excited about the work he's providing for us. So check out Sandhills Express and be listening to local news at 6, 7, noon, and 5 on KCNI, 7, noon, and 5 on KBBN.
Yes.
All right. Oh, boy, it's a crock, man. I'm telling you, it's a crock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday is a crock. So here's Charlie Crockett for you.
As the leaves change and the harvest comes in, there's a familiar rhythm in the air, the pace of progress and the pull of home. At Bruning Bank, we know fall isn't just about cooler weather or shorter days, it's about preparing for what's next. We are here with local decisions, ag lending, business support, and personalized service built for your farm, family, and your future. This fall, let's build, grow, and thrive together. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Producers, are you looking for a versatile option for your after-harvest corn or soybean acres? Then Winter Rye is your answer. Winter Rye is a low-cost powerhouse and improves soil health, controls erosion, suppresses winter annual weeds, and improves nutrient management. Winter Rye is also a great choice for fall and early spring grazing for livestock. AeroSeed offers packaging sizes that fit your operation for ease of handling and acreage. Call AeroSeed today for pricing and see how Winter Rye can be an added benefit for your operation.
8:27. Brent.
Hey, Dave.
Husker football next week. I don't know anything about this team either. Is this going to be another one of those runaway games, or what do you think? It's let me look it up here. Houston Christian.
Yeah, hopefully it. Yeah. I mean, I know nothing about them. In fact, I had to double check the sheet to make sure I said the team right when I was promoting the game. No, I think that, it's probably one of those games where, kind of like this past weekend, if you look at it from just what it says on paper and a talent standpoint and everything, Nebraska should hopefully be able to just take control of things, and hopefully it'll be just a nice tune-up to the big one a week from Saturday when Michigan comes to town.
Michigan.
They're
always tough.
Yep, they got beat Saturday. Oklahoma beat them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was really wanting I don't know what other people thought, but I was hoping Michigan would be undefeated when we played them. But they won't be. But they'll be tough.
Will Michigan be at Memorial Stadium? Or
yes.
That would help, I would think.
Yeah. Nebraska's got a run of games here at home before they go on the road again. So got to defend your home turf.
It's probably a good and bad thing that you're home a lot early, but then you get out on the road and hit some of those tough teams. That's going to be a challenge, isn't it?
Yep. And it used to, there was a time when you just smiled when, oh, boy, Nebraska's at home. Everything will be fine.
Right.
Well, it hasn't necessarily been that way the last 9 years. But now it's a good start to the season, so hopefully they'll be able to keep it rolling.
All right, very good. Thank you. Right on cue, right on time. Our next guest is now sitting in the studio. Brian Palmer is here from Runza. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Happy Monday to you.
Thank you. Likewise. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red, yeah. They had a fun time this past weekend. Sounds like they're going to have another fun time this coming weekend.
Hope
and
so.
Then they'll hit the competitors. Yeah. Brian, what have you been doing? You've been riding horses. What have you been up to?
Threw a leg over one yesterday for a little while, but not a ton of that. I've been wondering where the summer went.
Oh, boy. Yeah. No kidding.
But enjoying the weather, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
Speaking of horses, I just have to ask, has anyone ever come through the drive-through on a horse?
Not since
during your time
while
there?
I've been there.
Okay.
Nope.
I was just curious.
I don't know if that... You might be giving some people some ideas.
Maybe.
I guess there's nothing wrong with that as long as they bring something with them to clean up the mess in case the horse has to go, to the restroom.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, road apples in the drive-thru don't always probably set the best tone for future customers.
Let's just stop right there. We better not go any further. So we do have the little sticker here coming up on Tuesday, the 23rd of September. Mm-hmm. You're doing it again. Dine at Runza, 10% of the sales donated to teammates, right?
That's correct. Yep. This is one of our, I think we have 6 of them throughout the year, Days of Giving at Runza. The thing I really love about all of our giving days at Runza is they're all organizations that are deeply rooted either in Nebraska or in our community.
Mm-hmm.
They're all organizations that don't take 60% of the money and get it to where they say it's going. There's plenty of those out there.
Yes.
It actually scare you how many are out there kind of like that. They say they're nonprofit tax wise, but they do pretty good at the end of the day.
They do
for their administrators.
Administrative costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I really like who we team with on these things. And I don't know what's more Nebraska than the Teammates program. Goes back to Dr. Tom. Started with Husker football players, and has, you want to talk about grown. It's actually one of the only things I really respect anything about K-State for is T.O. challenged them and yeah, so they started down. I don't know if you knew all that, but
I didn't.
Anyways, great Nebraska program. We will on the 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd, 10% of all of our sales that day will go to our three Custer County chapters of the Teammates program. It's Callaway, South Loop or program, Anselmo Myrna, and Broken Bow.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I like about this is the mentees or mentors, excuse me. We have some of them come in the restaurant and help. They really help. They don't just say they're going to be there. They're wiping down tables and talking to customers and putting out a good vibe about what they're doing. Hopefully that's helped them pick up some more mentors along the way. Colleen comes back and helps us package runzas and gets some food ready to go out to the schools that order some that day. And yeah, they really do more than say they're going to be there. They show up and get stuff done. So great day coming up Tuesday, September 23rd. Business as usual. We will be extra busy because it will push more people in because that's the community we live in.
That's right. Yeah.
And so, we open at 10:30. We're ready to roll at 10:30.
At 10:30.
I think that between 11:30 and 1:30 every day, you've got a little bit of a roll of the dice if you're going to zip through the drive-through or sit in front of the car wash a little bit, which we don't intend for, but it's money all day, so plan accordingly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, as you mentioned, summer has flown by, and as the seasons change, sometimes you guys make menu changes, getting ready for things like cinnamon rolls and that sort of thing. I don't know how far away that is, but where are you at on that?
Well, when I went to the store this morning, we were actually changing over one of our signs out on the drive-through menu board, and we have taken down and removed the blueberry lemon shake we had through the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little early for me, but we've put up a pumpkin spice milkshake.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Going to start running that through the machines today.
Okay.
So, and the weather's kind of made it feel like that
cool feel.
We've had people asking for chili in the last week, too.
Have you really?
Yes, we have. You guys have chili. We sure do come October 1st.
Okay. All right. Well, we have the month of September, and then we'll have chili. It has been cool at night and cool in the morning. And,
yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's starting to feel like it.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how the weather does dictate the drive for chili. We've had it happen before where, October 1st rolls around, it's 85 degrees.
Yes.
And we've got a batch of chili made, and everybody's wanting a salad still.
Yeah, you're right. You can get anything in October. So
yeah, 2 days later it's 62 degrees and we sell out of chili.
Yeah, so that's coming October 1.
Cinnamon rolls and soup season. Yep,
that'll come with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Chili every day, and then we'll kind of jump back and forth between Wisconsin cheese and broccoli cheese soup for an alternative soup offering. Okay. So October 1st on that. We did finish our summer run of our chicken bacon ranch salad, so it is no longer offered on the menu. But we did put up the French onion burger.
Okay.
So it'll be here for, I think, a couple months now. That's a burger that goes over really well. We really get in trouble when we take it down as a specialty. But yeah, it'll be here for a little while, and kind of our signature specialty burger here for the next month or two.
Okay.
So
that's the lineup, folks. Sounds good, doesn't it, Brent?
It does sound very good.
Yeah.
Oh, I got more.
I
got more sound, feel good.
Okay,
taste
well,
good.
bring it on.
Yeah. So I got a little bad news, good news.
Okay.
Bad news.
Bad news first.
Ice cream cones are back to regular price.
Okay.
They're no longer $1.
Well, thank you for the $1 while they lasted.
You're
I
very
just
welcome.
Seriously.
You're
man,
very welcome.
that was a great special, and I took advantage of it more than once. Let's put it that way.
You weren't alone.
Yes.
You were not on an island on this.
Yeah, good.
No. So yeah, the beginning of September here, we went back to regular price on our cones, and so we still have the good soft serve, same ice cream, milkshake program still in effect, but yeah, they have gone back to regular price. So that's the bad news.
All right, that's not that bad.
Now, here's the kicker. Here's the good news. Imagine this. You don't have to close your eyes, but let's say if I were to take some scrambled eggs, some breakfast sausage, some cream cheese, some green peppers, and some onions. Put that all together and then wrap it in some Runza dough.
Oh, man. That sounds like a Runza breakfast sandwich.
That is exactly what it is.
Oh,
wow.
A lot of people have been calling for these.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. So here's the scoop.
Okay.
A little over a year ago, an organization in Lincoln wanted to do a fundraiser for their project, and I don't remember what it was. And so the powers to be at Runza decided they were going to, and they really got behind this. And so what they did was they came up with this breakfast Runza recipe. And I think they did it at the 27th location in Lincoln, which is one of the busiest, if not the busiest Runzas of all of them. And it was amazing. Like it went over really, really well. So at that point, I might have been asked 2,000 or 7,000 times, when we get in the breakfast Runza. And I've always tried to be very nice and say never.
Not in the cards.
But what Runza decided to do at that time is that each of the 91 stores is allowed to apply for doing a one-time breakfast Runza deal. And as long as it's tied to a fundraising effort for your community, that you can do it. So we've applied for a day of breakfast Runzas, and we were approved.
Oh, good.
We have some very dated playground equipment in our North Park School, and there's been a group of people pushing pretty hard for quite a while to get that updated for the kids. Make it more accessible, put some better and more equipment in there, safer equipment. I'm told that there's actually kids that have to wait at recess to get on a swing.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. I think every kid should be able to deserve to get underdogged on a swing set and break their arm.
Yeah, right.
It's
there.
only
Have
right.
some fun, yeah.
So we are going to partner with the All-Inclusive Playground Project on October 3rd. So a little under a month from now.
Yeah.
We are going to serve breakfast Runzas.
Wow. And what time will you start serving those?
We're gonna start serving at 6:00 in the morning. We are going to make about 500 of these. We are going to limit 4 Runzas per car or order.
Okay.
We will have the dining room open. We will not have our full menu going. We'll maybe You can get some French fries, a pop, a coffee, but and cinnamon roll at that time as well.
Okay.
But so not a full menu. I'm sure somewhere along the way we'll be frustrating people on this. But please keep in mind the runses will be $5 before tax, and $5 of every sale is going to go to the playground.
Wow.
Oh gosh. So 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
We're gonna Kevin and Joyce and I we're paying for the ingredients. We're paying for the staff. We're trying to do our part to really help this project get where it needs to be. And so bear in mind when you're mad at me that day for some reason, which you may be. It's new to us. We're going to try our butts off. We're going to get it done as best we can, and it's all going to go to a great cause. That's
great. That's a great idea. Really is.
Yep.
People are going to love it.
This is this is a Joyce brainchild. It just clicked in her head, and she told me about it, and I cried a little bit because of the newness and whatnot. And she's 100% right. It's a great project, and we're excited to get behind it and do this. So we've had several phone calls to the store already. Is that tomorrow? Is that yesterday?
So did I miss it?
It's October 3rd.
Okay, October 3rd.
Which is a Friday.
Not only a Friday.
Oh, it's a Friday. Okay.
Homecoming Friday.
Yes, I was going to say it is homecoming that day. Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be a busy day in town, and I haven't decided what time yet. I've got to be at Runza that morning.
3 or 4 in the morning.
But the time to make the donuts guy coming back at you.
All right. October 3rd, that's a Friday, homecoming in Broken Bow. Open at 6 a.m. Breakfast runs is for $5, limit of 4 per car or per order.
Yep.
And I don't imagine you'd mind if somebody wanted to leave a larger amount of money along the way when they go through for that as well. If they,
we're going to have some help from the organizing force from the playground project, and we don't know exactly how it looks, but we'll have drop boxes for
if they want.
You want to call it tips or donations or whatever. That will all also go to their organization in that project.
But for your book work and your end, it's probably $5 per sandwich. That's before tax.
Before tax, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It'll all ring up just the same as the rest of our stuff, but and I don't know if it's $4.99 or $5, but it's that's it's probably right at $5. Be easy math for us to get how many runs as we made and send them a check.
Yeah.
We'll certainly promote that, and I don't think we really have to worry about the 500 breakfast runs as being not gobbled up. But
we kind of wrestled with how many to make, and there is a balancing act between
not enough and too much.
Well, and just what can we handle in a week's time? It's it's a whole new recipe. We've got to spend a couple days getting prepared to even make these, and then they'll all get baked fresh that morning. So we're going to have a couple ovens running, and try to keep up and ask for patience and thank you for supporting it. So
okay, all right, Brian. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of great news, and I don't think there was much bad news there. I expect the special to go off the ice cream cones, and I think we're all okay with that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They're still awfully reasonable, in my opinion.
And they're awfully good too.
We didn't quit selling them on September 1st. I can tell you that.
That's right. Oh, thanks so much. Come back and see us, and we'll help promote this 100%.
I appreciate it.
All right. It is Croc Day. Monday's a Croc, so it's Charlie Crockett Day here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Like the shoes Crocs?
No, just, it's a Croc. That's
okay.
a Croc.
Okay, all right.
But then we turned it over to Crockett Day because Dave wanted to play all Charlie Crockett music today.
Okay.
That's how that works. This one's called Crucified Son.
Fencing can help you with. Fencing, including builds, removals, and repairs, plus cedar tree cutting, including those hard-to-get spots like side hills. MC Fencing uses professional-grade equipment, which means you receive the most efficient and cleanest job possible. The journey toward their fair and competitive pricing begins with a free estimate. Openings are available now, so call Martin Castro at 308-870-6227. MC Fencing, serving Custer County and the surrounding area.
When it comes to your health, you deserve compassionate, expert care close to home. Hi, I'm Cassie Hilbers, the Chief Ancillary Officer at Gothenburg Health. Here, we treat the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. From everyday checkups to specialized services, our expert providers and modern medical technology are here for you and your family. I'm proud to be part of a team that's here for our neighbors, our friends, and our families, because your health matters, and so do you. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
8:50 is your time. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on this Monday. Good to have you along. We promised guests concerning the Custer County corn growers and their activities today, and they are here. Guy Mills and Don Cantrell are here. How you doing, guys?
Wonderful.
Good.
Good morning. Thanks for having us in.
Oh, I always enjoy this because we learn a little bit when you guys come in, and hopefully the listeners get that too. We may have another guest coming in here in just a little bit as well. But this time around, Guy, you're going to be in the Mason City area for the plot tour. And talk a little bit about location and that sort of thing. We'll hit that again at the end.
Oh, great. Well, it's from Mason City on Highway 2. It's 2 miles east on the north side of the road, and there's a big Nebraska corn grower sign. And it's very, very easy to spot. So just watch the railroad track when you cross.
Okay.
And there's 8 companies there with several varieties that we typically planted in Custer County. So we're looking forward. It's I think a pretty good plot this year. Overall, the crop, I would say, is very good on the dryland, Dave. I mean, we got unbelievable here what Custer County will get when it rains. And then the irrigated, I don't know, Don could probably talk about that too. Maybe not as good as some years, just kind of depends on the cloudy days. We're kind of in a wait-and-see attitude on what the irrigated would do. But overall, it's a pretty good crop.
Don, the weather was kind of up and down. Is that maybe the cause of the irrigated not doing as well as you'd like?
Yeah, I think so. In July, we had the potential for the best ever. It was looking unreal. And this cool weather the last 2 weeks, the corn really hasn't done hardly anything.
Yeah.
And so we're behind now. And you never know until you get the combines rolling what it's going to yield. It's going to be a very good crop. But
yes.
But it's not quite as much as we thought maybe. We got our expectations a little high.
Well, when you have it going on in July and you're thinking,
yeah,
and
it's exciting.
You think about the summer before where it stayed dry and hot the last half of the season. I guess you didn't want it dry for that wonderful dryland crop that Guy mentioned, because that was also looking really, really good, and still, I guess, Guy, looks pretty good. But when you have dry land and you can actually harvest it, it's a plus, right?
Oh, absolutely. It makes a huge difference at the end of the year, just how it is. And one of the things that we got this year on the plot, there's been a lot of money made on the cattle market, and I'm sure glad it's happened. The corn situation is quite a bit different. So one of the things we're having this year is how can you reduce your cost and how can you increase your income? And with that, we brought in Green Eye technology, and Dave, it's phenomenal technology. It's on a sprayer that they tell me we can reduce our second pass herbicides by as high as 90%.
Oh, gosh.
And it's got little cameras on it that will spot a weed that's the size of a match head. And then we'll turn on and spray that little weed. I mean, so it's just phenomenal. I mean, what the technology has always amazed me. And this is one of the things that helps us farmers, do more with less, is how do you increase your productivity. The next thing, though, Dave, is what we're looking at. And I asked the Corn Board to fund a study on the effect of the 90% of the yield on that 90% of the corn that doesn't get sprayed. And there's a lot of different inbred lines in your hybrids. Some of them are more susceptible to different chemicals than others, and at different stages of growth. So we want to maybe track that and use data to say how can we manage that better to help that corn yield more. And the guys at UNL weed department are really excited about that too. And as long as we get some funding for that for our checkoff dollars, then we can say, hey, maybe we can get 20%. We found out, like, for example, Roundup corn, after 440 growing degree days, you can clip like 20 bushels an acre. So that's something that the data is that we're trying to collect. We always want to find out how does it turn out to the final product, and that's something that you'll be able to see. It's a sprayer all set up. We didn't leave it at the plot location. We took it down to Dale Zorb's, and I guess now would be a good time to thank the Zorb family for hosting this plot tour, because it takes an enormous amount to plant it and then to harvest it and keep track of it. And we'll have the plot location there. And then on down to Dale's Road, you just take Highway 2 just toward Litchfield there, and it's on the south side of the road. And that's where we'll have the meal, and then that's where the sprayer will be set up tonight too. So, okay. And people can join anytime.
All right, yeah, come at late if you can't get off work or you're other things going on.
Yes,
and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that's been there before, right?
It has. Yes,
yeah.
we got a permanent sign up there. So we just advertise, I guess. Let everybody know. And it's kind of like you may have seen some signs like people going to Husker Harvest Days. I'm a Nebraska corn farmer. That's some of the things that we've helped fund. Just to bring, maybe heightening the awareness of like, oh, there's farmers out there.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that we need to look at.
Well, that Zorb farm, the facilities are fantastic there. They got plenty of room, and the shop's pretty amazing. So you'll get to see how they operate too. So pretty cool.
Perfect location. It starts at 5 o'clock. I don't know if that got mentioned.
Yep, 5.
But the meal will be served by Smoking Hot Barbecue, Levi Olson and crew. So
that'll be good.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Well, I think last year you had a drone that went over the Coleman field and showed how it could spray specific little spots. But now you're down to a match head.
Yes. Yes.
Brent, you ever think about the technology where it could pinpoint down that closely? Think how much you're not using when you're just hitting the weeds themselves.
And the sprayer's running at 15 mile an hour. How is it possible to do something like that?
15 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Isn't that correct?
Yes. So
I assume that's what sprayers typically run. So.
Yeah.
And that's what this technology, farmers just have to do that to maybe try to beat inflation, if anything. That's really the only way we can, is through how to increase productivity.
Yeah, now I think some people who aren't involved or are attached in some way to agriculture, I'd fit into that category. We're radio guys. But, you do notice as a consumer, gosh, these guys try their very, very hardest with all the technology to make more bushels per acre. And it seems like the more that you raise, the tougher it is on the price side of it. But you about have to go ahead and raise as much as you can, hoping that you're going to have enough bushels in the bin to make it pay, right?
We're our own worst enemy. We try to kill every market there is. And we do a pretty darn good job.
You're getting really good at it.
Well, Dave, and what most people don't realize, the farmer only gets 14 cents out of that food dollar. So 86 cents out of every dollar you spend in the groceries are for transportation and processing. So when President Trump, wanted to do, drill baby drill, and that would lower the inflation, that would really help us. If the oil price would come down, then the cost of food would come down, and that's something that we have to watch.
Yeah.
Now there's things that I can't leave here without not mentioning ethanol, Dave.
I know. I knew you would.
But and the other day we met with Senator Ricketts, and it's something we visited with him, and he said basically, what do you need? I said, there's a lot of farmers that are going to lose money last year and probably this year, and really, Dave, all we need to do is get E15, and that is a solution where we do not have to use the taxpayer money. And if we had the E15, we could very much easily use, with the pumps that are in place, we could use about 410 million bushels of corn. And that would raise the price of corn up to where it would probably be a profitable level. And so that's something that the federal government could do. And it does multiply, like in the economy, like here in Custer County, like in the UNL data, an acre of irrigated corn will multiply itself about 7 times in the economy. So any dollar that we can generate that increases, revenue, a positive revenue, will multiply itself, and that's why all of the, down on Main Street, that's why you'll see the effects of that.
Okay, and for our own safety, we try to avoid politics on the show here, but sure. I know that you're going to be talking about, I'm sure, the Farm Bill tonight and the big beautiful bill that they call it, how that's going to affect you. Are you going to have some discussions about that?
Oh, absolutely. There's really, the Farm Bill has not been passed as of yet.
They can't seem to get that done.
The big beautiful bill did have a lot of benefits for agriculture, namely the tax inheritance. That was a big thing when you're trying to pass your farm to the next generation. All the reference prices were increased. And like, for example, in October 26th, the 25 price will be paid, and they have an escalator price in that, so they increase that to 426. So that'll help farmers, stay on the farm.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that was included in that bill, that are very positive for the economy.
And being frank about it, tariffs are not something that is in the favor of trade goes, so I'm sure you'll be discussing some of that as well. So, yeah. Well, it looks like our third guest is here. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us on here.
You bet. Pull that mic just a little closer. We want to get you in trouble. We can't get you in trouble if we don't have that mic close to you there.
We've got numbers from 8 companies up on the plot. Our sponsors this year were AgriGold, Ag Venture, Western Select. They're the same thing there, and then Beck's, Brevant, Channel, DeKalb, Hogemeyer, and Pioneer. And we've got anything from 109 to 116 day up there, which is kind of what those dealers were very comfortable with having for this area. And then, Guy, did you talk about the green eye?
I did. We talked about the green eye.
And then at the meal we have Allison Vera, the art teacher from Litchfield, who's a very good artist. She will be doing a live painting at the meal.
Oh, that's great.
And if you are a member or you sign up to be a member tonight, we will enter you into a chance to win a print of the artwork that she's going to do tonight. So that's just something that we kind of didn't get lined up for sure until late last week, but something that we thought would be kind of cool.
That's very cool
to see. And we went over to her house the other day and got a bunch of her artworks that she's done already and kind of put them up around the barn to just kind of let people see what those look like. But membership's really big for our organization, and that's just something we thought would kind of help maybe bring a few more people in.
Yeah.
So.
And go ahead, Guy.
Dave, the membership's $190, but the seed corn companies recognize the value of that, and they give $150 back. So you're looking at $40 for 3 years. Now, why is that important? Well, and I'm proud to say our Nebraska delegation has met with the Secretary of Agriculture this last month and the EPA Administrator Zeldin. And it's very important, like Waters of the USA on the EPA, but it's more or less goes back to ethanol, and like where the RVOs come in and all the your small refinery exemptions come in, and what can we do with ethanol. So from a very grassroots point, these are just farmers, just plain old farmers, and we're meeting at the highest level and telling them what our ear is. So that tells you example why is a membership so important. And these are things that help write the Farm Bill, help get better reference prices, protects our crop insurance. So, that's all of these things play into it. So that's why membership is so critically important, because we are, so few and far between anymore if those numbers continue to decline.
Yeah. Well, I would think with the art that's going to be being created there, that will be attracting some folks who maybe wouldn't have maybe thought about coming. But I'm thinking the membership, we just talked about Brent and I not knowing all that much about farming, and we live in the agriculture is it around here. A good way maybe to get a membership and stay in tune with what's going on as a consumer, right? with that.
Oh,
make
absolutely.
sense?
And a business can become a membership too.
Okay.
And that's something we should talk about.
Yeah.
And why would a business even care? Well, it's back to how does it multiply? And we invite any business to come down, and we invite any business to ask your retailer, sell ethanol. And if we could just sell ethanol, we can increase our own profit by ourselves, without federal government or anything. Just use ethanol, and that's that's really what we're asking. And ask your retailers to sell ethanol, and that's so important, because it's something that it'll do it. And I know Ted Benzel, he's the chairman of the ethanol board, and his famous saying is, the farm you save may be your own.
Boy.
And that's really strikes home.
Yeah, it sure does.
Of what it does. And so that's how serious it is. We want farmers to make money. We want them to prosper. We want them to invest in that technology. So we're good on the environment, but we also see a role that all the businesses in town, that's why I say you're all invited to come down and find out how agriculture is related to your business. And we would love to get that message out to them.
All right, thanks, Guy. Brett, you have any questions over there?
Yeah, just kind of a curious question. You've mentioned a couple of times about, data and collecting it. How has the collection of data changed over the past 20, 30 years? I assume with technology and stuff, what you're able to collect has grown, and then how do you apply that compared to past years?
Oh, very good question. And this is something I'm actually working on a task force with LB 525. It's a Data Privacy Act. That it was a framework bill that Governor Pillen had Senator Jacobson introduced, and now we're working on it to see what impact there are. But if you look at data, and this is why it's so important, data is everything. But we collect data, and I wrote in there, it turns it into information, and from information we go to knowledge, and from knowledge we go to wisdom. And now for example, the NRD is really worried about the water nitrates. So we collect data, we run analysis on, let's say, different types of fertilizer and the application times, and then you can use statistical analysis on that to say, okay, can we raise the same amount of corn if we apply maybe less fertilizer or at different times in the growing period? So that's all something that we think to become better stewards of the land. And yes, we one of the probably the biggest question for farmers after they get done harvesting is which hybrid do we plant the next year? And we use all that data, and through the John Deere Operations Center, it's been Ethan, in the mid 90s we started using that about almost 30 years ago now, and we were able to look at all of that data, and that's something that we can use. Now back to LB 525. Why is it important? Well, Hilgers, our Attorney General, sued General Motors because General Motors was selling the data to insurance companies. And if you were a driver and you hit the brakes too hard, that got reported back. Or if you sped, they had all that. And in some cases, the premiums got increased, or the policyholders got canceled. So that's why our Attorney General sued General Motors, along with Nebraska and Texas are the two states that done that. LB 525 will be looking at that. Does a farmer own his data? And if you, and that's one thing. And then how would you feel if someone took data off of your farm and sold it? And I worked with one of the lawyers told me he worked on the Vizio case, and that was a situation where Vizio TV made $500 million selling TVs at Walmart. So the people in 1 year, so that's a lot of money. But in that same year, they made $2 billion off of the data. And this sounds, I would say, kind of creepy. The TV was watching you and collecting your data, what time did you watch the shows, what shows did you watch, how long were you there. All this data was collected, and then it was sold. So that's why farmers' data is so critically important. And that's something that we have to use, and that's what helps us become better farmers and helps us become more profitable. Because we always in continually testing, does the fungicide pay, and especially with the high price of fertilizer, does it pay to put on more sulfur or more boron? And those are the types of things that we have to look at. And we have to analyze all those and to survive this low price market.
Yeah.
Wow. We could do an hour show with you guys and get a lot of information. Ethan, what's your crops generally looking like? The guys were talking about this cool spell kind of slowed things down.
Yeah, the cool, cloudier weather has definitely, kind of led to some tipping back on the corn ears. Most likely going to lead to a yield drop because of that. This year, second year in a row, southern rust has been an issue. It's came in a little bit earlier this year than I feel like it did last year, but it's very aggressive. It could affect some late season standability, especially for areas that didn't get treatment. There was several storm events that came through where there was a little bit of wind in them, fairly spotty, so there is some green snap here and there. I was just out in the field over the weekend. My wife and girls came up with me, and we did some stand counts and all the numbers, just trying to get an idea of, if some had it worse than others. And there were a couple numbers that were just a little bit under everything else. But for the most part, it's still really good, even stands in this one, in the plot field. We started up a lot of wells again this weekend, kind of starting to get dry again after that last rain. A lot of them getting really close to that last irrigation event. Some of them, if they aren't a full circle and they're on the right side of the field, I think they're going to be staying there.
That's what I was going to ask you about, that where it slowed things down if you have to water a little longer. And Don, you farm this out back here?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, can you let us know, because we thought you were done irrigating. Oh. And then we have to use the back way to get out of here when they're doing construction.
Find some mud, did you?
Well,
I found a lake.
I think old Don's done now. We can use that. And next thing you know, we got out there. And I drove through a pretty good amount of water one day. So, yeah. But again, I think because of this extended cool period, it's made you spend some more money on water, hasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Want to give an update on that crossing up at Anselmo as well.
Okay.
The former Anderson facility, it's now Country Partners. All the concrete is done, been done all summer. Everything, the only thing left to open the crossing is the ties that go between the rails. And there's a hang up to do with the environmental study.
Oh, gosh.
Between the railroad and the Department of Transportation. So hoping that it's done before harvest.
Well, the obvious question would be what environmental study has to do with
correct,
the railroad
because
track.
that crossing was probably put in when the railroad was built. It's been there 120 plus years.
Yeah.
And then there at the end they have to do an environmental study of some sort, but I don't know what's really happened. And then once it's done, for next year, we should have the cross arms in. They won't get in this year.
Not this year, yeah.
But the cross arms will come in too. So
okay.
Yeah, we're about to put it to bed.
There is a new law that came into play that I think people should be aware of, all your listeners, that is essentially gives a lot bigger fine. So if you speed, you can have a $400 fine. That's one thing. But also in that is that you're required to slow down for vulnerable equipment, and agriculture equipment is considered in that category. And so, and we ask all your listeners, just be patient with us, old farmers. We're going down the road. These equipment's gotten big, and we don't want to make anybody mad, and we don't want anybody to get hurt. We want everybody to be safe. So, and this law is there now, and we don't want anybody to get a ticket either. But just be patient with us, farmers. We're just trying to go from one field to the next, and maybe slow up. Something that we don't want anybody to get hurt.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Both the speeding part of it is more expensive nowadays, but I didn't realize that there was an added to that as well.
And remember that these semis cannot stop on a dime.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You're an old trucker, you know that.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of a bad feeling when you hit the brakes and nothing really happens. If you have a load on, except you smell brake smoking.
Yeah. But there will be a lot of trucks on the road here.
Okay.
There already are.
Yeah. Ethan, finally, before we close, are you guys doing Christmas again this year?
Yes, that'll be back out at the farm. We got junk coming up at the end of the month. That's normally there at the farm, and then the boutique will be at the farm too. So we're doing the meal in the barn at the farm. So it's been a while since the boutique's been out there, but anybody who's been up for the boutique knows where the barn is, and easy to find. And a lot of people always want to get inside there to see what it looks like. So
it's quite a sight. I think the last time the corn growers was there, I happened to cover that, and they were talking about this new thing, this rust situation that was coming in, and now it's here, right? So, yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it very much. I know we could go on and on and on because there's a lot more to talk about. Guy, you should just come back sometime. We'll do a show.
We're here to just to support agriculture, and that's why we want your membership. We truly do, and that is so important as we go to our elected representatives. That this is what we do, and this is why I said, and that's why I say it's pretty impressive for our Nebraska group to have such big connections with the Secretary of Agriculture, and and we tell her this is what's happening in Custer County or in all of Nebraska, and this is what we need. So we invite everyone out. It'll be a good time, and if you can't make it at the crop tour, come out for the meal.
Okay, all right.
And thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll catch up on some news next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Israeli officials say Palestinian attackers shot and killed 6 people at a bus stop in Jerusalem. Reporter Linda Gradstein.
The Islamist Hamas movement welcomed the attack, calling it, quote, a natural response to the occupation's crimes against our people.
Israel's military says it's demolished a high-rise building in Gaza City minutes after warning residents to leave. Jury selection begins in Florida today in the trial of Ryan Ruth, who's charged with trying to assassinate Donald Trump at his golf course last year. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
I think the prosecution is looking for individuals who say that they can be fair, but frankly are not going to be taken in by Ruth's antics.
More pushback over new threats from the president. Illinois Democrat Tammy Duckworth tells CBS.
We certainly have sent the administration multiple inquiries about what they're planning on doing. Who are they bringing into Chicago? Are they planning to bring the National Guard in?
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Chris Perfect.
A comeback for the ages to start Sunday Night Football. 16 points down in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen says that's no problem. 250 yards in the fourth quarter, and they overcome the Ravens 41-40. It's the third win in franchise history, overcoming 15 points or more in the fourth quarter. Some fans may have left early, but Allen says have some faith next time. The Jets had 394 yards of offense, but it wasn't enough to stop a late field goal victory for Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, 34-32. Micah Parsons, his debut with the Packers, sees him with a sack as the Packers rout the Lions 27-13. After a disastrous 21-6 loss to the Commanders, questions are swirling around starting Giants quarterback Russell Wilson. Coach Brian Daboll says he has confidence in Russ, but wouldn't commit to reporters' questions as to whether he'd be the starter moving forward.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly sunny skies today with daytime highs approaching 80. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, lows level off around 58. Partly cloudy skies. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 85. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
BD is made for today, tomorrow, and for what's needed next. They're advancing the world of health as one of the largest global medical technology companies in the world, supporting the heroes on the front lines of healthcare. BD, with locations in Broken Bow and across the world.
It is 63 degrees under a cloudy sky. Winds out of the south-southeast, 10 to 15. Barometric pressure falling at 30.00. Humidity at 87%. 200s precipitation in the rain gauge so far this month. Yesterday's high was a wonderful 78 degrees. Currently 63 here at Broken Bow, Nebraska. All right, Brent, what else is on your mind? I mean, I just wanted you to know, I didn't mean to intrude on you earlier in the show, but I did have
intrude on me.
Well, I did run into your landlord yesterday evening, and he rolled down his window, and his beautiful wife just had a nice little conversation, and I assured them that I would, watch out for the property. So I'm kind of your landlord too.
Glad. Oh boy, that's great.
Yeah. I'm going to work with you, not against you.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Everything's good on that front, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss any major problems.
Okay. Well, that's great. Good.
Oh gosh. That's a crock, isn't it?
and it's kind of a passport program for libraries. We've talked about passport program for the state of Nebraska as far as tourism is concerned. Well, this is kind of along the same lines, but it's visiting libraries across the state. So Broken Bow Public Library is participating in that, and we talk about that a little bit more in depth coming up on Public Affairs today right after 10 o'clock on KCNI.
Also on Wednesday, very important Public Affairs will be aired at 10 a.m. about the EMS Run for Your Life 5K and 10K that's coming up October 4th.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have information about that on Public Affairs. That's on KCNI 1280 AM, 96.3 FM, online at KCNI1280.com. We'll be right back following these messages.
Fall is here, and the Garden Center in Broken Bow is packed with color. Their giant fall mums are big, bold, and bursting with blooms. Perfect for porches, patios, and front steps. But that's not all. Shop their huge selection of seasonal decor and be the first to grab a brand new garden flag. Add instant curb appeal and fall spirit to your home today. Don't wait. These mums and fall favorites go fast. Stop by the Garden Center in Broken Bow, open Monday through Saturday, and celebrate the season in full color before it's gone.
This is Maggie from Nebraska State Bank, and I've got exciting news. We've given our website a total makeover that's fresh, intuitive, and designed with you in mind. It's easier to use, packed with helpful tools, and has everything from side-by-side account comparisons to quick videos on fraud tips and how to save smarter. All there to help support your personal, ag, or business banking needs. Drop by nesb.bank and explore the future of community banking online. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, I'd like to send out a howdy to Nancy Cordell this morning. She is our guest at our house and will be leaving with my wife to meet with old high school friends, old junior high and high school friends that went to school together. They do this every year, and there's usually, 8, 10 classmates get together once a year and have a lot of fun, and I always am amazed because they'll visit the whole time they're together. They'll visit to and from their destination. When they get to our house, they kind of gather after it's over and visit, and then they say their goodbyes, and then they hug each other and tears appear. And then they go out into the driveway and talk for another 2 hours.
That's great. I think that's great. That's really neat that a group has stayed so close and get together each and every year. That's pretty neat.
Pretty cool. They're great young ladies. By the way, you remember when you actually let me cut some roses out of your yard this summer.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And I sent those to Patty. She is part of the group. And because I didn't walk her to the door after a Job's dance.
Yes, I remember that
story.
story.
Still suffering guilt from that.
Uh-huh.
But I'm wondering, I need your opinion, good friend and neighbor and co-host. The rest of the girls are getting a little miffed at me.
Oh, they're a little jealous?
Well, I don't know if jealousy is the word. They just say, well, you don't send us any flowers. You don't send us any cards.
So they feel left out.
Yeah.
Maybe would be the better way to put it.
Should I do anything this time or let it ride? What do you think?
Oh, you mean like give something to everybody else?
No.
Oh,
just to Patty.
Oh. Oh, you're thinking about giving her another gift, but only to her.
Well, yeah, I still feel guilty about not walking her to the door. I didn't go out. The only other. Well, I take that back. Let me think. I went on one date with one of the gals, and she had enough of that, and then of course Joan.
Yes.
And dated her for a while, but I don't think I was. All the rest of the girls I ever went on a date with was Patty.
I see.
And I'm married to Joan.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the one gal will remember that we went on a date.
Maybe doesn't want to remember.
Blocking it from her memory.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I mean, do you normally for this trip send flowers to her?
Well, a card or something. I like to make them myself and personalize them, but I just don't know if I should do it this time. Maybe I should call Amanda at the USDA and ask her what she thinks. And
Well,
then ask her about the gourd program, because it sounds like, according to the Corn Growers Association, this cool weather has delayed things, and that's one of the reasons the gourds aren't producing as many gourds as I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't I call Amanda and ask her whether I should send Patty a card or flowers, and at the same time ask her about the gourd program through the U.S. government? What do you think?
Well, I guess you could. I don't know. Let your conscience be your guide, Dave.
Oh, don't say that.
No.
No?
No. No.
Don't think
Just
I should?
my thought.
Don't think I should?
No.
You sound like my wife.
Well, how's the Red Sox doing, by the way? Are they right in the mix?
I think they're doing
for the
okay.
playoffs.
We really haven't.
Speaking of your wife, that's
Yeah.
why I asked, because I know she's a big Red Sox fan.
I think they're hanging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes for a better marriage when the Red Sox are doing well.
Isn't that terrible? It kind of depends. I guarantee you my wife is hoping the Bears win tonight just because I'm a better person to live with. That's awful.
That's sad.
Yes.
So sad. All right, folks, thanks for listening. We had a lot of fun today. Hope you did too. Talk to you tomorrow.